Hi, guys. He's so sweet and cuddly right now. Alright, so I just want to explain something to some people who may be new to me on Facebook. So many places in the last year and added so many new different friends, and I'm going to all these different churches and adding more new friends. So I know a lot of people don't use Facebook the way that I use Facebook or any other social media channel. So I think all social media channels are shit except for Facebook and LinkedIn. Just saying. I can get everything I need on Facebook socially, and I can get everything I need on LinkedIn professionally. I don't need any other fucking social media channels. YouTube I use, but I don't consider it a social media channel. It's not really meant for social media. It's like there is people who can come and engage in stuff, but it's more like for making video blogs or short films or whatever. Like it's not social media. It's its own thing. So, and Pinterest, I don't really consider a social media either. It's more like a board to post stuff. But other than that, I don't have any other fucking apps that do things like that on my phone. So stop asking me to get fucking Instagram. Don't even get me started on fucking Instagram, you guys. I fucking hate Instagram. Stupid piece of shit thing. And I know that Facebook is sort of affiliated with them, but they're fucking not the same as Facebook. Facts. We've talked about this. Stop destroying this end. Look at this, you guys. This keeps leaving little fucking crusties all over my fucking bedroom. We're switching these out today. In fact, we're fucking doing it right now because I'm going to forget. Okay, so he wants to play with the handle, not the curly twirly part, which he does sometimes, but he has made it a mission to pick apart every fucking piece of that foam, and it's fucking all over my bed. You're not peeing in here, which is good. Yeah, that's a good idea. Go play with it. Yeah, destroy it on the floor. I don't want you fucking destroying it in this bed anymore. This is a sacred area. It does not need to have foam, shitty fucking handle crap in here. I don't want it in the bedroom, Bax. Destroy it in the fucking living room and dining room. I don't want it in the bedroom. Okay. So there's people who tell me, Chelsea, you're using Facebook wrong. Facebook is supposed to be professional things. No, it's fucking not. That is not what Facebook started out as. Mark Zuckerberg would, no. So I was one of the fortunate few who was in college when when Facebook was invented. And I'm pretty proud of that. I was a sophomore. I was a freshman, I believe, when Facebook came out. And I think Mark Zuckerberg was a sophomore when he invented it at Harvard. I think that's where he went, was Harvard. I'll look it up later. Like I saw the documentary. It's amazing. Anyway, so Facebook is literally, it has groups, it has video chats, it has rummage sale sites, it has events, it has, like, I don't know why anyone bothers with the other fucking apps on their fucking phone. Like, who has fucking time to sit there also, who has that kind of memory on their phone? Probably Apple users and iPhone users. I fucking hate Steve Jobs. I fucking hate Apple, and I hate iPhones. I will never own one. Ever. Not ever. I feel like they all need to be destroyed and thrown away because I hate their fucking founder. I get to that they're, like, some people, whatever. There should be two different brands, PCs and Apple, and what are you doing right now? Bax, what are you doing right now? Why are you just staring at me? Are you listening to my video blog? You're very intently listening right now. You've never stared at me this long. What are you looking at now? All right. You're on the other. I I like talking and I like feel these eyes on me and I look and he's doing it again. Stop staring at me. What is it? What do you want? Bex, you're creeping me out. Are you trying to play? Yeah, you're trying to play. Now you're sitting down, though. He had his butt up like he was ready to pounce. He does this sometimes. He'll just, like, stare at me like, Mom, I'm gonna go. And then he'll, like, get down like, let's go, run. But he's not allowed outside because he's grounded. Again, because you were only supposed to be grounded yesterday. But then what did you do yesterday, Bax? You got off the boat and you acted like a little butthead again. Yeah. Anyway. So somebody said to me today, like, I don't think you should be, again, I don't think you should be sharing personal things on Facebook. So you know what? When I was a senior in college and I decided to finally get Facebook after everybody had been talking about it for 3 years, because when I was a freshman, MySpace came out and Facebook came out around within like, I don't know, 6 months of each other. I don't know. So all of my like friends were on MySpace and I like looked it up and I was like, I don't want to get into this right now. Like, we'll see how long this lasts. I'm just going to stick with my AOL Instant Messenger and that's how I'm going to communicate with people. So that's what I did. I was diehard AOL Instant Messenger because I had started doing it in high school. Actually, I started doing it in middle school because most of us got on it. It was like, so AOL Instant Messenger is what social media is now, guys. So we would message people in chat rooms and you would say ASL guys, which means age, sex, location. And then you would like break out into a separate chat with somebody to get to know them better. And so I would go on there and like a lot of us did in my grade school and like people in high school, but I would like tell people like in grade school, because I didn't go to middle school, I went to a Christian grade school, but I would like tell them, I was like, you guys, I went into a chat room yesterday and this is what I said to them, and then they would be like, I went into a chat room yesterday and this, so we would say ASL guys, and so our goal was to pretend to be completely different people when we went in this chat room. So like somebody would tell me like I would find somebody to engage with in the like, and then we would go in a separate chat. And so this is where like sexual predating like would start out very innocently in this chat, and then you would be like, let's meet up, and then they would meet up somewhere, and then like it could be positive, it could be a positive thing, but it could also be a very dangerous bad thing. So like I was like 12, 13, 14-year-olds in my grade school, and I'm sure all over the world were doing this on AOL Instant Messenger. But like I would go into a chat room with some like 40-year-old man, and like this is what I would fuck with him, you guys. Like I would go in there and I'd be like, I would pretend to be like 42 or whatever, like whatever his age was, I would go within like a couple of years difference of it. And then when he would tell me, like, if he said he was a male, I would automatically say female, because look, I'm just gonna flirt with an older man and not do anything. So like he'd be like, send me a picture. I'm like, I can't do that. And like I would just like, or like I'd copy and paste something. Like I'm trying to remember how you used to do it. Like I would find a photo of like something like my aunt or someone on like and I would always be like, this is me. And they'd be like, oh, you're really pretty. I'd be like, thank you. It'd be like a picture of my Aunt Sherry or something. I pretend to be my Aunt Sherry. And then like, they'd be like location, and I'd go to my globe and I'd like scroll, I'd just like whip it and like put my finger, I'd be like, I'm in Brazil. And then I'd like look up in my encyclopedia things that are in Brazil, and I'd pretend I live there. And they'd be like, where in Brazil do you live? And like the internet just came up. So I go on the internet. This is my education, you guys. I go on the internet and I look up different things in Brazil, and I just pick some random thing. I'm like, I live by this coffee shop. They'd be like, that's so cute. Or if they'd tell me their location, I'd be like, I live there too. And then and I'd have them go and meet me somewhere, and I wouldn't go. I'd be like, you never showed up, and I'd be like, I'm so sorry. This like, I was loyal to AOL Instant Messenger forever. And then, like, so freshman year, MySpace and, like, Facebook came out, and I'm like, I'm not doing this fucking shit. I'm staying on my AOL Instant Messenger. It's way more fun, blah, blah, blah. Like, obviously, I was at a point where I was, like, actually trying to meet people and stuff, but it was being used differently then. It was really just, like a DM is what a DN would be now, or a text messaging. You couldn't actually meet people in chats anymore because they had all these other outlets. So AOL was trying to just change, and then eventually AOL Instant Messenger went away, which was like heartbreaking. And it kind of went away around the time that all of these social media things came out. So sad. I miss AOL Instant Messenger so much, you guys. And so, like, then what happened? Okay, so then finally, senior year, because I transferred to different colleges that I didn't know what my major was going to be for the longest time until I finally transferred to Whitewater, and that's where I got my degree in journalism and my minor in health and family studies. So my last semester, which was a fall semester, I graduated in December, so of 2008. So I was dating Adam at the time. And so Adam and I both decided together we were going to get Facebook for the first time our senior year because it would be easier to keep in touch with people. And it had been going on for 3 or 4 years at that point and seemed to have been successful. And like we were getting the peer pressure from everybody more so than before, just because it was going to be easier to keep in touch. And we just decided, okay, we're going to try it. So we both got accounts together. We were in, I think we were in I'm trying to remember where we were, Adam. We weren't in the library. We were in like the university center or something. I literally can picture the room where it happened. I can see where we were sitting. I just can't remember the name of the effing building that we got our account set up in. What building was that? Was it in the study room, in the fitness center, in the gym? I can't even think of the name of the building that you had all your classes in. I taught yoga in because I was part of the staff. Why can't I think of the name of the fucking building? Shit. I graduated like in 2008. What year is it? I graduated almost 20 years ago, you guys. I'm fucking old. I don't even remember. I have no idea. Literally 10 years ago, I could name off all the buildings, but 20 years, I don't even remember. And they're probably called, no, they're not called something different, but they did renovate that building. I remember that. I don't know. The sports complex that houses all of the things that are fitness related at the University of Whitewater. I don't know your name. If someone out there is watching this, please comment because it's going to bother me. I spent so much time there. Shit. Because I was in the group fitness program. I was a yoga instructor for like 3 semesters. I don't even know the name of it anymore. Oh well. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure it was the computer room in there. The study room. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, so I remember we were sitting there, we set up our accounts, and my motivation for me was that Becky Gilbert, who's now Becky Beckmeyer, got a job in Japan. She's a Wisconsin Evangelical Lutheran Synod school teacher, and she had gotten her very first assignment. She got called to Japan, which was so cool. So we made her like a Build-A-Bear, and we did like this whole like send off thing for her. And then what did I do? And so my biggest contribution, other than like organizing this and like getting like saying we need to get her a Build-A-Bear. Do you still have that Build-A-Bear, Becky? Flounder? Flounder? No. I'm so worried about my dolphin. You guys should Why are you not? There we go. Because I haven't haven't seen Flounder in like a week and a half. I'm getting very worried. I hope he found a pod and that he's swimming out in the Gulf now. Because he didn't have a pod for a really long time. It made me sad. But now my friend's gone. My dolphin. That's who Flounder is. My boat was rocking and I thought he was out there because sometimes he whacks his tail on the side of my boat and then I hit the side of my boat back, or I'll come out and visit him. I mean, I wanted to swim with him, but it's not going to happen because I don't know where he is and it's too cold. They're doing like some construction project over there, I guess. Yeah, so I got Facebook because of Becky. And then that made me remember a whole bunch of other people I wanted to keep in touch with. So then I added like a ton of friends that year. But that was 2008 was the year that I got Facebook. Yeah, so with Adam, and we both still have it. But we're not Facebook friends, but we message every once in a while, very rarely, if it's something important. Oh, shoot, I gotta tell him about Grandma Pat. He's gonna be devastated. I talked to his dad more than I talked to him, Lee. So Lee is a lawyer, and he was very excited when I finally picked my journalism major, and he got me my favorite book, which is Journalistas. And when I finished it, I told him, and I sent their family a Christmas card every year. It's now a virtual Christmas card with all of the like moving and stuff, and I did not send one this year. And the sad thing is no one else sent me a Christmas card. Not one person sent me a birthday card this year. Not one person sent me a Christmas card. Apparently when you get divorced and arrested, you don't get Christmas cards and birthday cards. Not even from your own mother. I remember on Christmas, she sent me a photo of the card she was going to send me, which she still hasn't sent me, and it's March. She has my mailing address. She is able to do that, and she has not done that. Anyway. So this weekend, I thought about killing myself again. I don't want to talk about that right now. Back to social media. So, I also spent about 2 hours crying yesterday between my car and the bathroom in my bedroom. I can't, as much as I love my boat and my plan to have Texas be the southern headquarters of the Garden Eden Project, I can't be here anymore. I've been alone, literally alone, meeting new people and losing friendships and finding people that I can't, like, I feel like I don't, there's nobody in Texas, like in my geographic area of Texas that I trust. Like, no one. And I thought I could trust Fred and Yvonne, and today I have to meet with them because now they're suing me. They're suing me and they're evicting me for reasons that don't make any fucking sense. And I've tried at least 5 times to sit down and talk with them about incidences that have happened in the last couple weeks between me nearly drowning and no one coming to help me when I was screaming bloody murder for 20 minutes, and about me unplugging their wireless router system to their security cameras because I didn't know what it was, and it looked like there was some funky weird, like, I don't know. I did a video on it, and now apparently I'm getting sued for unplugging it for $1,000 for unplugging it and giving it to police officers who gave it back to them. Like, So I asked the police officers who were there when it happened, or the ones that were there the day that I was nearly drowning, and to come to this meeting I'm supposed to have with them today before we go to court tomorrow. And I found out literally yesterday while I was going through my mail that has been sitting for a few days. But because I have a iPostal mailbox, which is like a separate, it's like a P.O. box basically, but very different. I picked up my mail that had been sitting for just a week, last week, like end of last week. I think Friday actually was the day I picked up my mail, and it's been sitting on my counter for a few days. I went through it yesterday, and I'm like, I saw this like conviction of it, eviction. I don't even fucking know. And I'm not going to read it until I actually go to court and I have this conversation, because I don't know what the repercussions are of what, and I mean, it's not something I'm willing to share right now. So, but basically that's what's happening is tomorrow I have to find time to go to court in the morning, and instead of going to work, instead of getting Baxter's shit done, instead of packing, instead of doing all the fucking shit I need to do before I leave for Europe for a month, these fucking assholes are now suing me. Like, so, and there's no marinas. There's no marina. I've called for weeks. There are no, all I knew was that I was getting evicted. That is the only information I knew. And I was under the impression that it was because of the commissioners, but apparently that's not it, because none of the other liveaboards have been evicted yet. I found that out this weekend. I was walking around and I was like, how come everybody else's car is here? They told me that they were all getting evicted, and like now that's not happening yet. I don't know. Or they're lying to me. Like, I don't fucking trust anybody here. Yeah, there's no place. So my plan was today to go. I'm not going to say what my plan is, because then they're going to already know it if I talk to them, and they're going to come up with, I'm not going to share that. Back to social media. So I got it because of Becky, to keep in touch with her and see photos and stuff of Japan. And then I added all these friends that I like. Well, because once you get Facebook, you like add all these friends, and then you forget friends, and then people remind you, or you run into them, and then you add them, and blah, blah, blah. So like slowly I was building up my Facebook, friends bank. And now in 2023, I had 500 friends I found, and couldn't believe I had that many. And because of all the shit that's happened to me this year, I'm like, there's no way I still have 500 Facebook friends. Like, who's on here who's being a fucking scumbag to me and like reporting me and calling the police and all this other stuff? So I go through my friend thing, and there's people in there that I don't even know. Like, apparently I accepted friend requests, or people hacked in and somehow got a friend. So like, I'm like, I don't even know who this fucking person is. Who is this? So I'm like going through, there were literally, I deleted 200 friends, you guys, 200 friends that either I knew they were assholes, or I didn't even know who they fucking were. I don't know how I acquired 200 friends, and probably 75% of them I didn't even know. So these people have had access to my timeline and my personal things that I thought were going to family and friends and people I actually knew, and they didn't. So those are probably the people calling police on me. Those are probably the people who have been putting my fucking life in danger for the last fucking year. So my Facebook is cleaned up now, and I think I'm just gonna make it a tradition every year. On the anniversary of the year I was arrested is going to become safety day for Chelsea. And I'm going to go through, I'm going to change all my passwords, and I'm going to check whatever like social media channels I have, look at all of my connections. It's going to be my new thing. I'm putting it in my calendar right after this conversation so I don't forget. And I'm not going to tell you what the date is, but I know the date. So I'm going to go, and that's going to be Chelsea Safety Check Day. And I'm going to go through, and I advise everybody to do that. Pick a day every year, and that's the day that you set aside to go through all of your social media, all of your accounts, and change your password, and do it annually. And clean up your friend connections, and make sure that no one is hacking you. Like, there's a thing think we're at a point in life now where we need to have an anniversary of celebrating our security. We have an Independence Day. We have a day of love. We have all of these holidays. You have birthdays. You have anniversaries. I think we need to have a safety check day. And I am sure there's an awareness day for it, but I think everybody personally needs to pick a day that's significant to them. And I know which one is to me. And the day I was arrested, and that's all I'll say. And that's the day that I'm going to go every year and clean up all of my passwords on all my accounts. I'm going to go through and see if I have any additional accounts. Like that should be the day you make sure you have your identity protection in place, like whatever, like you need a security safety day for you. And so that's going to be my new thing is every year I'm going to make sure I'm safe and secure in my passwords, in my identity, I'm not on like the blacklist the whatever I don't fucking care what it's called. I care what it is, but I don't care what it's called right now. Black market day. Whatever. So please, everybody do that. I think everybody needs to do that. Pick a day, put in your calendar so it comes up, and literally plan it. Set aside the entire day, because it will probably take you an entire day to change all of your passwords, to enroll in identity protection, to go through the whole fucking all of it. Yeah, so I organized my boat yesterday, guys. It's like beautiful. I'm not going to share it on Bipolar Journalista because I know Remote Runaway people are going to want to see it. But you can go on Remote Runaway if you want to stay tuned and follow more on that. I'm getting better at like just not tangenting off, guys. I'm getting better. It's been a year of progress, slow progress. So I will say, because I've shared it on here and everywhere else, on Wednesday, the day before I leave, so in 2 nights, is going to be my launch party for the Garden of Eden in the southern headquarters, which is really just going to be pop-ups and probably whenever I'm here with my sailboat, if my sailboat gets it made to Wisconsin. But I think I might just keep it here because it sounds like it's going to be too expensive to move it. So I need to find a place to put it where I can either Airbnb it or lease it out to someone, but I'm not selling it because I love it so much. But I think I'm going to lease it out to a handyman who can repair all the fucking shit on it. I have a call at my friend Keith, my surfer friend. We just recently reconnected. So I'm waiting to hear back from him. I left him another message this weekend, but he's probably busy. So I'll call him again today. But he said he knows of some people who might be interested in living on my boat, but they might not fix it up for me. And I was like, that's fine. But I really want someone to live on my boat who's going to fix it up and lease it out so that they would pay me some kind of rent, but they would also have to pay the marina rent. But I think my rent is just going to be they fix everything for free on it. So that's what I'm going to charge, is nothing as long as they fix it and they send me photos of everything they fix. I will send them a to-do list, and as they tackle things on it, they can send them to me, and that I require them to send me one renovation change a week in evidence base, either video chat, a video, unlisted YouTube video, or a photo, but I need to physically see that they're fixing it because I don't fucking trust people after dealing with Dave and freaking Sam. And I still want Mo and I to fix up my RV, but I don't know what happened to him. I don't know where my RV is. It's like a big Bandera fucking mystery right now. So I shared this on YouTube, but I did not share this there. So Mo, the guy that spent literally 10 hours with me trying to get my fucked up RV that Sam fucked up, like, safely to the RV park where it was going to get moved, because he's the only person who offered to help me, even though he's a fucking pervert in the beginning. He still has like a crush on me, and he's a very lonely guy, but he's a very sweet guy. He's a very giving guy. Like literally he was driving me back after all of this like stuff. Cause he took me to a friend's house. His like adopted parents, he calls them, his Texas parents, which I have set of those too. And so, but then like when I told him I wanted to move back, please do not go on there. I will eventually get a little spot for you so you can look out the window, but you can't even see out it right now. I know that you like sitting and looking out the window. All cats and dogs do, but honey, you can't. You can't. I'm around you right now, so just think of this as your punishment. Okay, so basically, Mo and I agreed that he was going to take the RV from me because I couldn't get it. It's honestly towed it and whatever else. So, I didn't finish this. So this is his thing. When he's driving, if he sees a car stranded, because he's very mechanically inclined with cars, and like he's a handy guy as well. He was helping Sam out of it. He's a good guy. He has multiple kids with multiple different women, like all over Texas, and like he's whatever. So, but he told me about the first time he had sex, and he was actually raped too, just like Aaron was, which is sad. It's sad. And it's sadder that for whatever reason, men aren't talking about their rape. There's this whole Me Too movement with women, but men get raped too, guys. They do. And it's sad. It's sad how manipulative and controlling women and what they will do to a man who is drunk and passed out, because you know that when a man is drunk and passed out, you can still get his penis hard. Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's very fucking sad. And they will still ejaculate unconscious. It happens. So for all of the women out there who feel victimized and attacked by men can be attacked by women just as easily. So I just wanted to say that. And for the fucking women who heard this and know this now, please do not use it. And men, please be smarter. Because you can get a woman pregnant without even realizing it. You can get a woman pregnant unconscious. You might even be able to do it almost dead. I don't fucking know. But men can be preyed on by women as well. It's a thing. They can also be preyed on by other men. My ex-husband is one of them. And so is my new friend Mo. I wouldn't call him a new friend. He's an old friend now. And he's one of few people I trust. And unfortunately, something terrible happened to him. Sam Dimmore, the asshole who was supposed to renovate my boat, apparently was waiting while Mo was sleeping. And I don't know if Mo just had like, I don't know, he had a wedge. I don't know what happened, but he was hard and sleeping. And Sam took a photo of his penis, and then with Sam's phone, and then he sent it to all of the women he could find in his phone. Yeah, he fucking did that. So Sam texts me, like, panicked, like, I don't know where. I thought maybe I was in Bandera, maybe I wasn't, maybe I was here on my sailboat, maybe I was in Wisconsin. I don't remember. It was months ago. But Sam texts me and he's like, Chelsea, did you get a dick pic from me? And I said, no. And then he sent it to me. I was like, don't send it to me. So I was like, I just deleted it. And I was like, why are you sending me a dick pic? He's like, I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. And then he's like, Sam took a photo of me and sent it while I was sleeping to all these women, and now all these women are texting me and they're freaking out, and now the police are coming, and like I'm getting arrested for sending a dick pic that I didn't send, and like I'm like, what is going on over there? So I think this happened, and now Sam has my fucking RV, you guys. Like, evil fucking psychopath. My $8,000 fucking RV. So I called the Bandera police, and reported this and said what's going on. This is what the fucking cop in Bandera, the fucking crooked fucking cops in Bandera, you guys. Literally the worst fucking cops in Texas are in Bandera that I know of so far. Corpus Christi, Fredericksburg I thought was bad. Corpus Christi is way worse. And Aransas Pass, it was really bad, and I guess they're getting better with me here because I'm working with them. And, like, because I've been reporting things like dogs locked in cars and anything I can possibly find. This, like, because the newspaper here isn't doing their fucking job. Bexy baby. Why does anyone need medication if you have an emotional support animal? I feel instantly better and calm. He, like, knows. He sees me, like, freaking out, and he comes over, and he just, like, sits down, like, Mom, you're really upset right now. I can't talk to you, but I'm just gonna lay here, and I'm just gonna look cute, and I'm gonna offer you support and make you calm down. And I am. Thank you, honey. You're a good boy. You're the best cat ever. Yeah. Janice was good at that, too. And Ty is good with crime. Baxter's good at both. Baxter's literally, like, you are emotionally in tuned to every animal and every person, Bax. You know that? He did that for Candace, too. If Candace was upset, he would just walk across wherever he was. He would come over and he would lay on top of her, and she would get really mad, and he would just squeeze her even harder. And she would be like, "Arr!" And she'd stop. And then she'd just sit there, and he would literally just, like, body slam on top of her until she calmed down. And then he would start licking her, and then she would lick him back, and then they were fine. Bax is literally, like, my favorite cat ever. Yeah. I hope you never die. Or I hope I find another cat just like you, Bax, because you are my favorite. I told him when I had all of us, like, I love you all equally, but Baxter is my favorite. He is. He's so good. And he swims, and we go on adventures, and he's just so good. And everybody compliments me, like, your cat is so well behaved. Your cat is so smart. Your cat is so sweet. He's so friendly. Like, Baxter's just like, yeah, my mom's bragging about me on social media because I was yelling about you on social media before. Little ham. He's getting good with photos too, guys. Like, we've gotten to a point where I'm like, Bax, look at the camera, and he'll be like, I make sure all of my pets are camera friendly. Katniss took a few years. Ty took a year, I think. And then when I pick out a new pet, I would pick them out so that way their furs coordinate with the other pet's furs. So that way when we do family photos, they all look cute together and their colors contrast. Okay, so let's see here. What was I talking about? Social media. I'm fine now. You can go play. Thank you, honey. No, you're not playing with that. Go play with an actual toy. Thank you. If I could go for a whole month to a different country with anyone, I'm glad it's going to be Baxter, you guys. Okay, social media. So, what was I going to say? Okay, Becky. So I think I already covered this, actually. I don't know why I continue. But yeah, I'm just so waiting for Fred to show up and the police officer. It doesn't look like his truck is here because he's a fucking coward. Nope, still not here. he's been avoiding me for weeks. And then this weekend, I was like, I won't bring up any of the shit that's already happened. I just want to hang out with you guys. I miss you. And so he came, went out on the boat, had some tea, talked, and now he's, and then I opened up the letter on Sunday. Like, he borrowed me these staple guns so I could fix my boat. He was going to borrow me wood glue and some other stuff. And then I sent a photo to them of the whatever court date shit. And I said, a police officer is going to come and be here for this meeting. And he probably called them and said, don't come and blah, blah, blah. Cause it's a fucking small town. So everybody knows everybody. And I'm the new person. Like I was in Fredericksburg. The difference is people actually like me in Aransas Pass. Everybody fucking hated me in fucking Fredericksburg. Unless they were not from Fredericksburg and they were also implanted there. Anyway, the police like me here now. We have a good relationship now. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye.